Yo guys, how's it going? We're here for a second episode of our Lincoln career mode, career mode on FIFA 18, playing with Lincoln. Going into this episode, we start the episode off with the second game of the Champions Cup. I don't know if it's Champions Cup, but the pre-season friendly tournament anyway. As we come straight on the attack, I take a shot, but unluckily gets blocked off by the defence and goes well wide, out for a corner though. So every little counts, and starting off this game a lot better than we did the last one, as we didn't really have any chances in the last game. But as you see, the corner gets whipped in and I get my head on it and it goes into the back of the net to make it 1-0. It's the first goal I've scored on this career mode. Good start to the game, good start to the season. Only 2 games in, I've already scored the first goal for the club, which puts us 1-0 up. And look, even though we're only a few minutes in, looking very, very good at trying to push on to win this game. It was a very nice header to get up and above the defence and headed the ball into the far corner. No chance for the keeper. Brilliant finish. As you see, it's our first goal in the not just in the tournament, but for the club as well. So great start, and hopefully push on from that. But as you see, the other team comes straight back at us with a good attack, but unluckily for them, they do put the ball well over the bar. Not the best of shots there. Probably should have done a bit better, but we do come forward and get the ball took off of in the middle of the park, as they come forward with a great counter attack, find a lot of space, loads of space in the middle. He takes a shot on his own and tries to find the near post, but the keeper is equal to it. Wasn't a very good decision making there. I don't think he should have either passed the ball inside when he had the chance, really, instead of trying to take it on his own. Because if he had, I think that it would have been 1-1 and we wouldn't have been doing too well after that, because they do start pinning us back. As you see here, you come forward in the second half, not too many chances in this game really, and they come forward and take a shot, but unluckily for them, does go wide of the post. But this is where they start turning the pressure on, and we can't defend against them. They just kept coming forward and coming forward. We was really struggling to do anything against them. But they do get a header off it from that corner, but it does go behind for another corner. The defender just gets enough on it to turn it behind instead of letting it go on goal. It was really difficult at this point. The fact that all the defenders were just pretty much crumbling. They just kept coming at us and coming at us. Felt like there was going to be a point where we just had to give up, and there was just going to be a point where the team would just lack concentration in a certain area and they would score. But they do miss that shot, but they do come forward, like I say, keep coming, putting that pressure on, come forward, opening gaps in the defence, taking shots. But luckily for us, their aim wasn't on point there either, and it goes well wide of the post. As we come forward from the goal kick, trying to get the ball forward, we just take a terrible touch. They come on a counter attack again, have another shot, but it does go wide again. Honestly, they should have had 1 or 2 goals at this point. They had some very, very good opportunities. I don't know how they missed so many of the chances, because they had so many chances in this game. It was unreal how many chances they had. After we'd scored that goal, we had literally maybe 1 or 2 attacks, like good enough for anything. But other than that, we really didn't do too good. As you see me making a run, they do find the through ball to me. I'm trying to find a bit of space, find the man in the middle. They take the shot and it just goes wide of the post. Good piece of play there from the lads. I think it was a good pass through, but that was the end of the game. That was the last touch of the game. Would have been nice to score that goal to finish it off and put the icing on the cake, but couldn't quite do it. But we do get the win anyway, and it makes that going into the last game, we are on 4 points out of 6, and hopefully in the next game we can go on into the semi-finals and try and maybe even win this tournament as the kick off the season. As you see here, some of my stats for that game. Played okay, I guess, but not as good as I hoped I would. Did score our first goal for the club, and the goal that basically won us the game as well. So couldn't really ask for too much more. But as we go here into the training sessions for this episode, like I said in the last episode, it's up to you guys whether you want to be seeing this, all these training sessions or not, or whether you want to see more games instead of the training sessions. But like I say, it's up to you guys. If you want to leave comments and stuff like that, then I'll read through them and make sure see what you guys prefer to see. As you see, we're just trying to get our attacking stats up in this game. Not doing too good really. I was not really playing that well on these training sessions today. It wasn't very good the way I don't know, it just seemed difficult in a way. Like I say, it was just, I couldn't really find the space, so I only got a D in that one, and I thought, you know what, I'll try it again, see if I can get better, see if I can get a better score off of it. Like I said in the last episode as well, what I want to be doing is basically, for these first probably couple of episodes, it will be where I'm doing like a couple of tries at each training session, but after the first couple I'll only do one training session for each thing and one attempt at it, basically, as it'll make the training sessions a lot quicker, and will it'll be like more, I don't know, it'll make it more difficult, more like enjoyable, I guess. Even if I ain't doing too well, as you see here, I ain't doing very well, but I am doing better than I did in the last one, at least to see in this. So even though it isn't a lot better, it's still something, and that's all I could have asked for, really. Needed to get a lot better at that, really. But we do come into the next training session. It's another dribbling session, as my player isn't the best dribbler at the moment. Obviously, not being that higher overall, he's not going to be the best, but hopefully he'll get up some attributes, and hopefully mainly the dribbling ones, because I set him, I think it's a 5'10" or 5'11" my player is, which it seems like an accurate sort of thing where you can still win balls in the air, but you've got good dribbling and good pace and stuff like that, and that's what I want to be seeing in my player, is where he can be able to take on the defense as well as like win aerial balls. It's because I enjoy scoring headers, but you need like certain players to be doing it, and it seems like that's the best way that I can play, instead of being either a really tall player or just flat out pace. Whereas if you've got that bit taller player, you've got that extra strength as well. As you see here, I get another A in the dribbling session, which is brilliant for me, as I need to get that up as quickly as possible, because like I say, the dribbling isn't the best at the moment. Hopefully it'll get a lot better. We've got enough pace, it's just a fact of getting the touches and everything up to scratch so we can use that pace more effectively. As you see here, we're going to our next training session, which is the passing one, which, like I said in the last episode, I didn't know what I was doing in that last episode with this training session, but I did figure out what I was doing towards the end of it, and we did very well in this one. I didn't mess up too often, so it helped a lot when I knew what I was doing. And we did complete it in the end, which is a good thing for me. But like I say, just that one pass off that I couldn't quite do, but it worked well, and we did a lot better than last time in that one. So plus, this is going into this training session. This is another thing I really want to be getting better at, is free kicks and penalties. Because while I'm with this lowest league side, I don't know if, because in the last episode you'd see we did get a free kick on the edge of the area and I had to take it. I don't know if it'll be the same for the league games or if it was just for that one thing, but if we do get into taking free kicks in the actual games, I need to be getting better at this as much as possible, because the curve and everything on my player at the minute is just terrible. It definitely needs to be getting better. Curve is definitely a thing that I use a lot when finessing shots and stuff like that, and especially with free kicks I always use curve on free kicks. So it's just that much more helpful when I've got that player that can do it. It's just whether my player's got good enough attributes and stuff to actually do it. And this will always help towards that. And obviously, when we get into the higher leagues, I probably won't be taking the free kicks anyway, unless I'm a lot better at them. Which hopefully I will be, but I don't see it happening that quickly. To be fair, I don't see, because I have to rely on the other, on the AI to do the things I need to, without me controlling the defense and the midfield to try and play the passes and stuff like that. I have to rely on the AI a lot, which is going to make it a lot more difficult to go up in leagues than it would in a normal Road to Glory, which is all down to you, whereas now I have to pretty much rely on the AI to do what I would normally do, and most of the time they ain't that good. But hopefully if we can score a few goals, maybe getting in a few assists as well, playing the players in, and maybe players a bit more of a centre forward than a striker as such, maybe get that pulling back and then laying players off as well. Bit I don't know what a good player is to describe the way I want to be playing really, but someone that is a striker but can come back when need to, pick out them passes that need to be done, which hopefully we can start doing in this game when it comes to the league games. I don't see us getting promoted in the first season at all. And if we do, then it'll be down to finishing, not defending, because it seems like it'll be a lot easier to score goals than it will be to defend against them, as well as because for this league my player is very highly rated compared to the rest of the players in this league, whereas the players that will be defending against should be easier to beat, I should think. But who knows, it'll still be very difficult for me. And like I say, with this as well, I can get onto the wing, maybe whipping a few crosses and provide a few assists on my own, and hopefully I score a few headers on my own. Like I said earlier on, scoring them goals will be brilliant. But this is coming to the end of the episode now, guys, so if you liked, please leave a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. Leave a comment if you think I can improve in any way, and peace.